Watch what happens. Two men in the same situation. Someone insults them publicly. Same severity, same audience. Person A explodes. Defends himself. Raises his voice. Loses control. Loses respect. Person B remains still. Everyone in the room watching. The insulter waiting for reaction. Getting nothing. Power shifting silently. Same insult. Two completely different outcomes. One is controlled. One is controlling. Today you learn the difference. They taught you anger is a natural emotion you need to express, healthy when channeled properly, standing up for yourself, being authentic. Lies. Every time you get angry, you surrender control to the person who provoked you. Think about it. Someone says something and you lose composure. They spoke. You reacted. They controlled your emotional state with a sentence. Who has the power? Not you. 500 years ago, Niccolò Machiavelli watched princes rise and fall. He noticed something. The emotional ruler is a weak ruler. Every time a prince acted from anger, he made strategic mistakes, revealed his vulnerabilities, became predictable, lost power. Every time a prince acted from calculation, he made optimal decisions, remained mysterious, stayed unpredictable, kept power. Machiavelli wrote that the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. The fool gets angry, reacts, suffers consequences, then learns control. The wise man never surrenders control in the first place. Today you become the wise man. First, you must rewire how you see anger. Society tells you anger is strength, standing up for yourself. Reality. Anger is surrender disguised as strength. What anger actually is. Loss of control. Your prefrontal cortex, rational thought, goes offline. Your amygdala, emotional reaction, takes over. You become predictable. You can be manipulated. Vulnerability display. When you get angry, you reveal what you care about, your weak points, what threatens you, your insecurities, how to control you, emotional buttons. Strategic disadvantage. Angry people make mistakes. Calm people capitalize on them. The emotional player always loses to the strategic player. Machiavelli wrote that the lion cannot protect himself from traps and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps. Anger is a trap. And you've been walking into it your entire life. Stop. Once you understand anger is surrender, you can see the game beneath every provocation. Why people provoke you? To test you. Can you be rattled? Where are your limits? Are you emotionally controllable? Your reaction teaches them how to treat you. To control you. Make you defensive, you stop thinking clearly. Make you reactive, you become predictable. Make you emotional, you make mistakes. The person who stays calm always controls the person who gets angry. To feel powerful. They feel powerless in their own life. Your reaction gives them a sense of power. Your anger feeds them. Projection. They see in you what they hate in themselves. The insult is a confession about them. It has nothing to do with you. Machiavelli wrote that men are so simple and so subject to present necessities that he who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived. Most people are simple. They react emotionally. Predictably. Don't be most people. See the game. Refuse to play. The third principle is strategic indifference. This is not suppression. Suppression is feeling anger internally, forcing it down, pretending you're not angry, eventually exploding. Strategic indifference is reframing the provocation so it doesn't create anger, seeing the attack as irrelevant, genuine emotional detachment, never needing to suppress because there's nothing to suppress. The reframes. This is not about me. Their attack is their pain. Their words reveal their insecurity. This is their issue, not mine. They're testing, not attacking. This is social calibration. They're seeing where my limits are. My calm response sets the boundary. This is irrelevant to my mission. Does this move me toward my goals? No. Does this person's opinion matter? No. Does engaging serve me? no. Therefore, irrelevant. They're revealing their hand. What they attack reveals what they fear. Their insecurity is now visible to me. I've gained information, they've gained nothing. When you genuinely see provocations this way, they literally cannot bother you. The fourth principle is the devastating power of silence. Most people fear silence. They fill it. Explain. Defend. React. But silence does something remarkable. What silence creates? Psychological pressure. They expected a response. The absence creates vacuum. They become anxious. They often expose themselves further. Power transfer. Whoever speaks first needs the interaction more. Silence demonstrates you don't need anything from them. They become supplicant, you become sovereign. Mystery. They can't tell if you're unbothered or calculating revenge. Ambiguity is terrifying. Mystery creates respect. Self-destruction. They keep attacking. You remain silent. Observers see them as the problem. They destroy their own credibility. Machiavelli wrote, "Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception." Silence deceives them into thinking they're dealing with someone more powerful than they are. And they're right. The fifth principle is detachment from outcome. What makes you angry? You get angry when someone disrespects you, you need respect. Someone rejects you, you need acceptance. Someone criticizes you, you need validation. Someone challenges you, you need to be right. All anger comes from attachment to outcome. You need something. They threaten it. You react emotionally. But what if you didn't need it? The liberation. When you don't need their respect, disrespect is irrelevant. Their approval, criticism is meaningless. Their agreement, challenges are amusing. Their validation, attacks bounce off. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. You cannot control whether they insult you, but you absolutely control whether it bothers you. And when you master this, you become untouchable. The sixth principle is the long game defeats the hot reaction. The reactive man, short-term, feels momentarily powerful, stood up for himself, won the argument, got the last word. Long-term, reputation is volatile, emotional, unstable, burned bridges everywhere, enemies accumulated, opportunities lost, career and relationships damaged. The strategic man, short-term, looks like they lost, didn't defend themselves, appear weak to observers, didn't fight back. Long-term, reputation as composed, reliable, strong, bridges intact and strengthened, respect accumulated, opportunities attracted, career and relationships thriving. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." But the hidden truth is fear comes from unpredictability plus capability. The man who never gets angry is terrifying because no one knows what he's thinking. The long game player is playing a different game entirely. Let me show you how this works in practice. Scenario 1, public disrespect. Meeting room. Someone dismisses your idea publicly. "That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day." Weak response. Get defensive. "Actually, if you'd let me finish." Argue the point. Escalate tension. Lose composure. Result. You look emotional, defensive, weak. They won. Strong response. Option A, strategic silence. Pause. Brief eye contact. Return to your point calmly. "As I was saying." Continue unbothered. Option B, reframe. Pause. Interesting perspective. Return to point or move on entirely. Zero emotional investment. Option C, turn it back. Pause. You seem really invested in this. Silence. Let them sit with that. Result. You appear composed, in control, powerful. They expose themselves. Scenario 2, personal attack. "You're not smart enough to be here." Weak response. Defend yourself. List accomplishments. Prove your worth. Seek validation. Result. You needed their validation. They have power over you. Strong response. Option A, indifference. Look at them calmly. Okay. Return to what you were doing. Zero engagement. Option B, agreement. You might be right. Move on completely. No defense, no explanation. Option C, reframe. That says more about you than me. Silence. Move on. Result. Their attack had zero impact. They're now the one bothered. You're sovereign. Scenario 3, online provocation. Someone posts something designed to provoke you. Tags you. Waits for reaction. Weak response. Respond immediately. Defend yourself publicly. Engage in back and forth. Give them exactly what they wanted, your attention. Result. You fed the troll. They won. Everyone saw you lose composure. Strong response. Option A, ignore completely. See it. Delete notification. Never think about it again. They get nothing. Option B, strategic block or mute. No explanation. No announcement. Just remove them from your reality. They cease to exist in your world. Result. They got no emotional reaction. No supply. They move on. You remain unbothered. Scenario 4, betrayal. Someone you trusted betrays you. This is harder. This one hurts. But the principle remains. Weak response. Confront them emotionally. Demand explanation. How could you? Seek closure. Try to make them understand the hurt. Tell mutual friends your side. Obsess over the betrayal. Result. You're still emotionally entangled. They still have power over you. You're suffering, they've moved on. Strong response. The Stoic process. Feel it privately. Acknowledge the pain, it's real. Process it privately. Don't suppress, that's toxic. Accept reality. This happened. Reality doesn't care about fairness. This is information about them, not you. Cut cleanly. Remove them from your life. No dramatic confrontation. No explanation owed. Just absence. Extract the lesson. What red flags did I miss? How do I prevent this next time? Move forward. Invest in worthy relationships. Build stronger. The betrayer becomes irrelevant. The best revenge is no revenge. Just complete indifference plus undeniable success. Everything comes down to this. You are the sovereign of your inner kingdom. Your emotions are subjects, not rulers. The weak ruler has emotions running wild, chaos, no control. The strong ruler has emotions disciplined, order, total control. Machiavelli's prince must have no other objective, no other thought but mastering self-discipline. The daily practice. Morning sovereignty ritual. Remind yourself, I control my mind, nothing external controls me. Visualize calm responses to potential provocations. Set intention, today I remain unmoved. Real-time awareness. When provocation comes, pause. Ask, is this worth my sovereignty? Choose response consciously, not reactively. Evening review. Where did I lose composure today? Where did I maintain it? What will I do differently tomorrow? Mastery isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. When you master emotional sovereignty, here's what happens. Uncontrollability. No one can make you angry. No one can make you defensive. No one can make you react. You become ungovernable. Psychological dominance. People fear provoking you because you're unreadable. People respect you because you're unshakable. People self-regulate around you, your composure demands it. Strategic clarity. No emotional fog. Clear strategic thinking always. Optimal decision-making. Long-term vision maintained. Energy conservation. Zero energy wasted on irrelevant provocations. All energy directed toward mission. Compound returns on focus. Reputation as untouchable. People stop trying to provoke you. They know it's futile. Your composure becomes legendary. You don't just become harder to bother. You become impossible to bother. Go back to the beginning. Two men. Same provocation. Different realities. One surrendered control. One kept it. One is a slave to his emotions. One is sovereign over them. One will be bothered for the rest of his life. One is untouchable. You now know the path to sovereignty. Anger is surrender. See the game beneath provocations. Master strategic indifference. Wield silence as a weapon. Detach from outcome. Play the long game. Machiavelli wrote that the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. The fool spends a lifetime being bothered, reactive, controlled, then finally maybe learns sovereignty. The wise man chooses sovereignty today. Which one will you be? They expect your anger. They need your reaction. They depend on your emotional explosion. Starve them with stillness. The reactive are slaves. The composed are kings. Which one will you become?